What is going on, my YouTube family? So I am trying to get back into the swing of things here. It is technically my Friday because I work over the weekends, as you guys may or may not know. But yeah, I work over the weekends, and yeah, I just been like really slow to get out to the garage to do stuff. But I'm trying to change that, like I said in the last video. So today we're going to be working on the Evo 5. There is something that has really been bothering me for a stupidly amount of long time, and I didn't really think this was going to bother me that crazy, but it has grown to the most annoying thing I've ever done on any car ever, and it comes down to my brakes. So I'm gonna put a little skit in that I was driving around yesterday or the day before, and you'll see exactly what I mean. So cut to that clip. Whew, what did you guys think of that? Embarrassing as hell, right? So I really have a clue on why my brakes sound so crazy. So I'm gonna have to do a little investigation, but I really do feel like the brake pads that are on this are racing pads or whatever. And I'll explain that a little bit more once I get this bad boy in the air. Because I haven't been underneath this thing in a little bit, besides like doing a couple oil changes, but nothing too crazy. This car is like solid the way it is. Obviously it could use some more power, obviously, but I think honestly, like with me having Ivy here, I got the GTR. I don't really need anything crazy. And then I have the Evo 10 that I daily drive. So I really don't need to go super crazy with this car, honestly. But like I've said before in the past here, I do have a turbo, a pretty much brand new FP green turbo. And I do have an exhaust manifold if I really wanted to go that way. Everything is set up to go that way, honestly. I can probably just buy a set of, like, I don't know, 1200cc injectors or 1000cc injectors, and put it in this car with a new fuel pump, which is like really stupidly cheap, and then be perfectly fine. Honestly, I can probably take the pump out of this thing, put it over here, and then, you know, bam's your uncle, you know what I mean? And I would have like a good setup. But that is not the focus that with this car, honestly. Like, I just want to use it as a good, not daily driver, but a good driver that I can just hop in it, like, and then kind of go. I don't really need to worry about anything going on with it. But like I said before earlier in the video, this is just straight up annoying me because, like, it is just squeal everywhere you go. Lightly touch the brake and it just goes crazy. So let me get this car in the air. Honestly, I'm gonna, like, there's some things with these wheels that I want to do too. I want to clean them up, and whenever I get these off, I'll show you exactly like what I'm gonna do, because they are ceramic coated, so I really don't need to worry about that. But yeah, there's like, I just want to clean them up. So let me get Ivy out of here because I want to try to drive Ivy, or I want to try to drive the GTR over the course of the weekend while I have to work, possibly after work, just taking it for a cruise or whatever. So I want to make sure that that's here in the non-working bay. You know what I mean? So I want to pull this forward, get this thing up in the air, and then get these wheels off. Let's go. So I want to show you guys something that I've been dealing with my car. I've been dealing with this issue from my car for a long time. And I want to show you guys exactly what it is that I'm looking at, because this is why I need to get this car finished. And I just have not put in the real effort. So I want to show you guys exactly what we got going on here. So Ivy is an old, well, I'm not gonna say old car, but it is a car that I've had for a very long time. And I don't know if you guys realize what the setup is. So it is a 2.3 stroker with a big turbo, upgraded transmission, transfer case, all that jazz. I have a single 320 Walboro fuel pump in the rear, and then I have a set of 1250 cc injectors, but they're fuel injector clinic, 1250 Blue Max. So if you guys know, they're old school fat boys. So, and this is what happens every day whenever I go drive this car, because it is super annoying. So clutch in, no gas, and start the car, let off the gas, or let off the clutch. So it is gonna settle. See, now it wants to run fine. Now it wants to run fine. So normally what happens is this car loves, yep, there it goes. It's going. It loves to settle in the green zone. So look at where we're at here. No gas, no nothing, no gas. See that? No gas. And look where we're settling at. 11.7, 11.6. Now this is a major problem with this car. So not like it's been a headache, because I've been dealing with it for so long. So whenever I come to a light or whatever the case is, I have to like kind of feather the clutch, or I have to pull it. Well, not pull it. Whenever you're coming to a stop, I pull it out of gear, which is not a bad thing. You can do that coming to a stop. And the car usually it settles. But if I go for a long rip, if I go for 1, 2, 3, and then go to 4th gear and just kind of take it easy, come into a stop, hit the clutch, neutral, the car just wants to die. So I don't know what the hell's going on, but I really feel like it's got a lot to do with my injectors, because I do not have a mass airflow sensor. This car is speed density, but look at this. 11.4s at idle, which is really bad. So you gotta imagine how bad my gas mileage is. But yes, something that I deal with quite often. So I wanted to show you guys exactly what I got going on here. But let's get back to the Evo 5 and get this thing up in the air. Okay, so this is why I don't like people working on my stuff. So they must have taken these and put them back on with a gun, not an electric gun like mine, which does not have a lot of torque, but they must have put it on with an air gun. So, which makes me very, very upset. So give me a couple of minutes here. I gotta let this thing down and actually get them off, and then we can go back from there. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I have my wheels off and just chilling, I'm definitely gonna clean them, and I'm definitely gonna take off. Let me see. Is this one of them? I don't think this is one of them. No. Oh, yeah, they do. All right, so I'll show you real quick. So this bothers me, and I don't know if it bothers you, but if I could see the old, I don't know, material, I guess, from the last sticky weights through the wheels, they really bother me, to no end. There was one that I had up front. Well, this was the front. And I think this was another front. See, this one isn't. This one you don't see anything, so which this is not bad. Let's check. Let's check the rears, because I think the rears might be worse. Yeah, see that? Like that there. That really makes me mad. And this here, you can see from the front. This one you could definitely see from the front. Like, look at that. Like, look at that. Look at how ugly that looks. So, yeah, I'm going to take that. Let me see how bad this one is. Yeah, see, look. See, you can see that. You can see that through the wheel. If I come to a stop or whatever the case is, you can see that. So that really upsets me because, I don't know. This car is super clean on the outside. I mean, obviously there's going to be a little rust, but nothing too crazy. This is like normal, like surface stuff that we can kind of get rid of, so it's not that big of a deal. So, and that's really all it is. And looking at this car, it's just, it looks really good. Honestly, it looks better. It looks better than Ivy, honestly, underneath here. And Ivy is, but let's be real. When this thing came from Japan, it probably had a better life than what Ivy does. Ivy's been in and out of the garage since I've actually owned it. There's been some places that we've lived that it just can't be in the garage, so it had to sit outside. So I think that's where majority of the rust came from on that car, but not that big of a deal. Onto the brakes. So let me show you guys exactly what I see. So look at that. Can you see that? Well, not the movement, like you can hear the movement, but those look like EBC Reds. EBC Reds. So that's the front. Let's check out the back. So same deal, EBC Reds. So yes, if you guys know anything about like racing brakes, EBC Reds are not, they're not for the street. They are typically made for very much the racetrack. So they have a lot of bite, and when you're coming to a stop, it does squeal a lot. So, and that's what I'm seeing at the moment, and it's unfortunate because I don't have anything in the back for this car, so I actually have to go buy some brand new rear brakes for this. But thankfully, they're Brembos, so it's really not going to be that big of a deal. As far as the front, I actually do have like a few sets. So I have this set, like they're brand new. They probably came off the Evo 10 or Evo 8. I can't really remember, but I have 2 sets of them. Not that big of a deal. This set and this set, so they're pretty much new. I think I'm just gonna throw on any of these sets. And then I have this set, which is what I was thinking about putting on. It's got a lot of meat left on it. The reason why I'm thinking about putting these on instead of like these new pads or these new pads is mainly because the rotors on this car have already seen a bunch of heat cycles. So the last thing I really want is to actually put a set of brand new pads on, and then they have to rebite. Those used ones, which they're probably not even really used. They're probably just, well, no, they probably came off of one of the other cars, that for sure. But not that big of a deal. They came off another car, and they still look like they're in really good shape. So technically, you really don't want to use brakes like that, but I really don't. For me, it's really not that big of a deal. This thing probably drives like 6,000 miles a year, so it's really not going to be that crazy. So I don't really drive this car like crazy. I mean, like, this is the most driven car that I have besides the Evo 10. So I do want some decent brakes, but those are good. The Wagners are good, or whatever, Weavers, or whatever the car Quest, whatever you want to call them. They're good. So I'm not really going to complain there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disassemble this side, both sides, and then the rears, just to take them off, see how they are, and then we can kind of go from there. So give me 1 minute. Let's go. so took me a little bit to get out, but there's still some life left. I'm probably, well, I know there's no probably. I'm not gonna save these because I don't want these brakes here on any of my cars because they're super, super loud. So I'm just gonna discard all of these and move on with getting a new set or putting one of those sets on. So let me get those taken care of, and then I'll show you exactly what we have as far as the rest of these go, because this was a little bit of a pain. So I want to get all of these together, get them all off. Give me 1 minute. Okay, so we are all, well, I have the old stuff off, and look at that. It looks like there's a good amount of meat there still. But again, like I said, I don't want to run these reds in any of my cars because they're not race cars. I mean, Ivy is the fastest of the five so far, but I still don't want to run anything like this. I think I'm just gonna run a regular pad. But this thing says HCAD, HCAD. I don't know if there's anything else behind there, but that's what it says, HCAD. So if anybody knows what HCAD means, just let me know in the comment section below. But I don't want to run these. But yeah, two of the exact same sets. The rears, they look like they got pretty good meat on them still. But again, like I said before, I'm not going to run them. The fronts, I'm not going to say that they're like failable, but they look like they still got pretty good meat left. But again, not gonna run these because they're super freaking loud and I don't really want to run. So these things are going in the trash and I'm going to replace them. So while I'm actually gonna run to the store and go grab a set of rear pads, the front pads I'll have right over here. Actually, you know what? Just so I'm sure. Yes, so these are exactly the same. Exactly the same brakes. So I can clean these up just a little bit and then I'll be perfectly fine. So these will be fine. But yes, I'm gonna run to the store real quick, go grab me a set of rear pads, and then we can start to put this bad boy back together. So one thing that I will be doing is, because since I'm already here, I'm going to make sure that I clean all of this. Just because I picked yellow, it gets dirty really, really fast. Usually I have no problem cleaning it with no issues, but yeah, I've really been neglecting this whole car. So I'm just gonna take a minute and I'm just going to make sure that I actually like clean the calipers, front and rears. I'm going to clean the wheels, front and rears, because they definitely need it. And then possibly when I'm done, maybe wash the whole entire car, just because why not? But yes, I don't think that, I think that should be it. But it's gonna take me a little bit because, like I said before, I'm gonna go to the store. So, but yes, I will be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. This looks so much better. There's a little staining here, there. One spot I can't get. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but I'll figure it out. But I'm gonna get the other two cleaned up, and then I could definitely move on to these wheels. Probably gonna bring my hose all the way across the yard, But yeah, these two brake calipers look really good, way better than they looked before, so pretty happy. Now they actually look yellow instead of stain. But yeah, let me clean up the rest of these calipers, and then I'll start working on these wheels. So let's go. Okay, so I am going to pull all four of these bad boys out into the to the sun over here, and I'm gonna wash them. I pulled out my hose from the house, so like, I don't know, 50 foot or something like that, and I think I'm just going to do them right here in the shade, and then I'm gonna have them like over here in the sun so that they can actually like dry off. But I will say this, cleaning up those calipers, oh my god, just looking at it, oh, looks so much better. Looks so much better. So like I said before, whenever you have nice calipers like this, powder coated, you know, it does look really good behind those wheels, and especially like wheels like these where you can actually see them. They pop really, really nice. So let me set the camera up, let me pull a couple of these out, and yeah, let's get to it. So this is what we got here. So that wheel is just about done. So the problem is that maybe I should just take care of these small issues, like take care of these issues like with this, you know, like with this old crap here while it's dry, because then it'll actually erase off. So this is what I'm gonna use here. I'm gonna use a drill, high-speed drill, and I'm gonna use this eraser bit. This is like from Harbor Freight, so nothing crazy. I think this is like 20 bucks. So I'm gonna use this, and I'm going to take care of all of these issues with all four wheels. I'm gonna take that wheel off from outside the sun, and I'm gonna get these done real quick, get my extension cord, and let's just rock all four of these out, and I'll show you exactly what it is. All right, let's go. Okay, so yeah, so on low speed, actually it did the job just right. So there's nothing here. There's a couple like small marks, which I'm gonna actually get out, so they should just actually rub out because they're just like eraser. And then there was a spot here. I think this wheel is all good. Yeah, I think this wheel is all good. So with this bad boy, it is super easy. So let me just do another one. Yeah, so I'll just do this one here. Just do this one for you guys, like, see how this works. So super low speed, it really doesn't need, I said high speed, but I don't think you really need it. Yeah, see? Yeah, so just like that, it's pretty much all gone. I'm gonna work at these little marks off once I actually clean it. But let me get the rest of these done, and let me get them cleaned up. So yeah, I'll see you in a second. little squeak, nothing too crazy. Squeak. This really feels good. The problem is that yeah, the car feels really good. Doesn't sound anything. Oh yeah, it would be squeaking like crazy right now. Squeaking like crazy. So no, this feels way better. Way better. Alright. So, in conclusion, I think we solved our problem. I think we solved our problem. Now, there's a little tiny squeak, like very minuscule. So I'm just gonna make sure everything is good, but I think we can call this a win. If your brakes are squeaking like mine and you have EBC Reds, just change out to something organic that you can drive every single day. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one, alright? Deuces.